do something a bit different.
Ready, mate. I'm
All right,
ready.
we're going to spitball this now because this is, the time of COVID-19. We're not going to use real spitballs, but I'm going to dip this bit of tissue in water. You're going to wring it out.
Yeah.
Slightly. And you're going to piff it at like a DVD.
All right.
And whatever it lands on, we'll try to have a conversation about.
Let's do this.
All right, so I'm going to film you on my phone. Let me get it up here. Okay, so go for it, mate.
All right.
And I'm going to follow your spitball.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
What's this? Just quality aim.
All right, what direction are you going in? So
I'm just looking at the alphabetical order this bad boy's in. Trying to avoid the B-grade horror. It's going to be hard.
All right.
All right, let's go.
I'm not going to be able to follow this. There's no way I can follow this.
I'm going to go up a bit.
All right, go. Oh, it didn't stick, and you're going to get water. You have to waterlog it a bit more. All right.
Do you want to hit though? You hit the girl with the dragon's head. Okay.
Yeah, leave it waterlogged. Doesn't matter if it sloshes all over there.
You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, okay. What did it land on?
It landed on the Fast and Furious films.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the Fast and Furious?
Let's give it a shot.
Do you like the Fast and Furious?
No, I don't. Paul Walker, may he rest in peace, son, but I don't.
Okay, well, what about if you were to bookend these films, watch the first Fast and Furious, and then watch the last Fast and Furious? What a journey that would... what a gaping hole of storyline that you'd be missing.
Some epic cinema saga.
Do you know what? The next one, they better go to the moon.
Yeah, that's right. They should go underwater.
They should... Yeah, Aqua,
underwater. Do the Bond, get the subs.
Well, this is turned into a James Bond-esque franchise.
It has, yeah.
I think the last one, didn't they were driving on ice with a submarine that
gosh.
emerges from the ice and they drive over the submarine.
Man,
and then you had the spin-off Hobbs and Shaw where they drive off a cliff and they hook their cars onto this fucking plane or whatever. I don't know.
Incredibly successful.
All right, well, I'm going to have a go at this one. So let's see if I can make this stick. Garden State, right on Garden State. See, that was a sloshy throw.
That was brilliant, mate.
Okay, so we're on Garden State. What do you have to say about that film? Well, you would love the soundtrack.
The Shins. Oh, what Shins? Their first two albums, sensational.
Zach Braff directed.
Zach Braff.
Natalie Portman. I think it's a wonderful film.
It's a good film.
And he made a spiritual sequel. Do you remember what that was called?
I know of it. Don't remember the title.
Ooh, is it called Wish You Were Here?
Maybe
something like that. Which I think is an equal, not necessarily a sequel,
but an underrated gem.
A lot of things got Bon Iver on that soundtrack. I think they both have Coldplay. Let's face it, like that era of Garden State would have had Coldplay.
That was kind of around about. It was 2004, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know what? Just right now, coming to my mind, that reminds me a bit of Reality Bites because it's a movie grounded by a soundtrack that's of its time.
Absolutely.
You have films like that. Singles was another one.
Yeah.
The James Cameron film. Yeah, I haven't watched that in years. I might have to watch that tonight.
Yeah, that era, you started to get these quirky sort of comedies coming out. Your Juno, Lost in Translation. It was a little renaissance for the offbeat comedy.
Don't have to film this one. So you've seen us throw a spitball. You know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Trust us.
Yeah.
I'm going behind you. So if there's a bit of splashback from this, I apologise. It is not spit.
It's all good.
What do we land on? I can't see. Oh, Rumble in the Bronx. Jackie Chan.
I have actually seen this.
Jackie, that was filmed in Vancouver around the time I was living there.
96? Is that when it came out?
Yes. So they filmed that in 95, which is... No, 96. It's
96,
exactly when it came out. I hope so. Anyway, he broke his ankle making that film.
Did he, Jackie, mate?
Jumping off a balcony.
You earned your paycheck that time, son.
He's broken a lot of bones making films. Not the best thing about a Jackie Chan film, but a highlight is always those blooper reels at the end.
Oh, yeah. On the credits, yeah.
Do you have a favourite Jackie Chan film?
Do you know what? What is the one... Oh, is it Who Am I? Is it the name of...
Are you serious?
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have. I think Eagle Entertainment just released it on Blu-ray.
I'm not saying it's a favourite, but I never forget the stunt where he goes down the building, the skyscraper. Do you remember that?
Yep.
That is amazing.
He's done that in a few films.
Yeah,
I do remember that one. He did that recently on the Sydney Opera House in his film Bleeding Steel.
Didn't he grow up in Canberra? Is that correct?
He's been to Australia a lot to make films. Yeah, he might have. He made First Strike here, which was Police Story 4.
Yeah.
That's a good series.
Yeah. The Police Story 2, I think is.
Yeah, and then they did a spin-off, which is called Super Cop with Michelle Yeoh. Yeah, that's a good film.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, Jackie. What about Rush Hour, mate? What a Stone Cold classic.
The first one is.
What an iconic pairing. Yeah, it is. It's great.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Very iconic.
Yeah,
pairing.
it is.
All right, another one. All right, I'm going Blu-rays this time.
Okay.
All right, I'm doing another one. I'm going to throw them at the Blu-rays this time.
Yep.
You can just trust me. It's going to land somewhere. Ooh, you can choose. It's in between two. Top two.
The Mule and Hercules.
Let's talk about The Mule.
Yeah, that sounds
Have you seen The Mule?
I haven't seen The Mule.
So that's Angus Sampson. This one was directed, I believe, by Lee Winnell.
Okay.
I
So
think.
not
Hang
Clint
on.
Eastwood.
Hold that thought. I'm going to check that. Okay, what do we got there? No, it was co-directed by Angus Sampson, directed by Tony Mahoney. It was written by Lee Winnell.
Okay, wow.
Of course it was. We interviewed Angus Sampson on fakeshemp.net when this
Wow.
came out. Jarrett did an interview with him,
Angus.
which you can Google, I'm sure. Great film. If you've never heard of this one, Angus Sampson plays a drug mule that has drugs hidden up his ass. And the cops arrest him, take him to a hotel room, and don't leave his side until he shits it out.
Wow.
And the entire premise of the film is he has to hold in the biggest shit he's ever had in his life. And it's an uncomfortable film to watch.
Yeah.
And the way that Hugo Weaving taunts him, like, eats in front of him and, makes noises.
Yeah.
Great film.
Yeah,
Good
wow.
one. Should we do
Okay.
one more
Let's
before we
do-
wrap this up?
Let's do one more.
All right. I've got spitballs all over the joint.
Yeah, we're panning the walls.
What direction?
I go over here, I reckon. Try it.
Oh,
Elephant.
Elephant. Gus Van Sant.
Gus Van Sant.
That's the
That's
first.
the school shooter.
The first in a trilogy.
Yeah.
He made Elephant. He made Jerry with Matt Damon and Casey Affleck,
Yes.
and he made Last Days, which is the Kurt Cobain
Yeah, the
one.
Kurt Cobain
It's a
one.
good little trilogy.
Yeah, it is a good
It's a
trilogy.
minimalist trilogy.
It
I
is.
think Elephant's the strongest one.
Yeah,
Have
Elephant.
you seen it?
I have seen Elephant, yeah.
So that's obviously the one about the school shooters.
Yeah.
I like the narrative of that one, the way it
Yeah.
backtracks on itself.
It's a good film.
But I do like Jerry as well.
I haven't seen Jerry. I've seen Last Days.
The premise of Jerry is just two guys that go hiking
Yeah, okay.
on the one trail from their car, and they think they'll be going in one direction, but turns out they're kind of just strayed from their path. They get lost, and they can't find their way back, and they just keep walking. The whole film is just them walking,
Wow.
and then as panic and anxiety kicks in, they turn on each other, and it's
Yeah.
really tense.
Wow.
It's a great
I
film.
might check that out. Matt Damon and
Matt
Casey.
Damon, Jerry, G-E-R-R-Y.
What do you think of Last Days?
Interesting.
Strange film.
Like, I appreciate it. It's a
Yeah.
hard one to watch.
It is.
It's a lot more laborious than those other two.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what? I want to see that film. Like, I want to see that Kurt Cobain story. And
Yeah.
obviously, they couldn't use his name.
No, or his music.
But it's obvious.
Yeah.
But I mean, imagine that story being told properly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I just
yeah.
remember the scene where he smashes the mac and cheese. I don't know why. I just.
That's a bit like, what was the film I saw recently where she eats cake over and over? Oh, Casey Affleck, A Ghost Story.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
all one take,
Mm.
she smashes this gigantic cake, the
Damn.
actress in that, and doesn't stop, and it's all one take.
I'm going
And
to check that.
the amount that she consumes is not possible. Like, and she did it, and I can't imagine behind the scenes afterwards.
I love watching people eat food on film. I don't know
I
why.
hate listening to it.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's right.
Ugh.
You know, in The Irishman when Al Pacino's taking the tiniest spoonfuls of ice cream because you know he's done like 40 takes.
Yeah.
It's great. Well, what's your favourite Van Sant film? Do you have a favourite?
Well, I think I mentioned a few weeks ago that I was watching. Oh God, I lost my train of thought. What was I watching? My Own Private Idaho.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
my father walked in right as he's sucking dick, and I
Yeah.
had to turn it off. I like that one. I like Drugstore Cowboy.
Yeah.
What
What about To Die For?
Yeah, that's great.
Nicole Kidman in that.
That's Joaquin Phoenix
Yeah.
as well. That is good.
That is a great Nicole Kidman. It looks amazing in that film.
She does.
She's actually brilliant performance. So
It was something of a breakthrough role for her.
it was, yeah.
Sort of outside of the Hollywood structure.
She wasn't just Mrs. Cruz after that.
No, that's a good one.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, great.
That's
Finding Forrester.
Yes.
Your boy Sean.
Oh, Shawnee. Milk. Did he make Milk?
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
film.
that's a great film.
Yeah, I got a lot of time for Gus Van
Yeah,
Sant.
Sean Penn. You know, one of your favorites.
I do like Sean Penn. Right? No, I could actually. We should do a focus episode on the podcast of Gus Van
We
Sant.
could. Yeah, that's
But yeah, I think going back, Drugstore Cowboy's got to be where it's at for me.
yeah,
Matt Damon.
yeah. Okay.
No, not Matt Damon. Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon, yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
Matt Dillon. I haven't seen Matt Dillon in a while.
The house that Jack built.
Is
the
he
new
in
Lars
that?
von Trier
Yeah,
film.
okay. He's in
That is something else. If you want to
Lars.
see the most brutal serial killer film you've ever seen in your life, Bruno Ganz is in it too.
Oh, wow.
This and Uma Thurman.
Okay.
It is the most graphic depiction of a serial killer I think I've ever seen.
Okay, for whatever reason, I always got Lars and Gus confused with each other. Maybe it's
Well,
just
there you
it's
go.
just a similar name.
Well, their worlds have just
Collided.
just collided.
Bruno Ganz, he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah, this was his final film.
Wow,
Yeah.
man. I know we're just tangenting here.
You're going to talk about Downfall.
I
aren't you?
got to.
Yeah.
What a performance! One of the greatest film performances ever. Phenomenal. That is one of the most iconic scenes. It's been ripped off. I love it. I love the Hitler rants.
I can't
Brilliant.
disagree with you.
They're brilliant. Amazing.